What's up guys? In this video I'm going to show you how you can use the new paper curl I added to the core pack, where you can make a lot of cool stuff with it. For example, you can make this really cool looking windy kind of wavy kind of look to some paper or article or a dollar bill that's lays on the ground. You can also make this really cool looking paper kind of sliding onto the screen animation. So if you have some paper you want to roll on the screen or slide on like this dollar bill, you can also do that. So there's quite a lot of possibilities with it. Now I'll just show you how you can make this slide on animation kind of look to your dollar bill or paper, whatever you got. So I'll just add the new paper curl. Then you can see we have the curl amount, and this is just how much the paper itself curls. So then we can drag it up to 1 and then just add a keyframe and then just go a couple of frames ahead and then just drag it down to 0. And then you can see we get this really nice animation. Then we can change the angle of it. So if we want it to slide on from another corner, down here for example, we can also do that. Bend amount, if I make this free for example, you can see what that does. This just makes it roll on kind of instead of the other thing. So if I make this smaller, you can see it's not that rolled together, it's a bigger radius, you can say. If we drag it down, the radius here will get a lot smaller as well. So yeah, that's pretty much how that works. The center I'll just leave at 1 at pretty much all times. And then we can see we have the translation. So if we drag the C, this is just pretty much the zoom in. The Y is just the position on the Y axis, and the X is just the position on the x-axis. And then we can rotate it like this. The C rotation is just rotating like this. And we can add motion blur if we want that. And yeah, that's pretty much how we can use the paper curl. So as you can see right now, I'll just make it -45 again. It isn't all the way out of the screen as we probably like. So I'll just do animation on the X, and then I'll just go a couple of frames ahead, add a keyframe once again, and then just go to the first one and just drag it out of the screen like this. So that's how we get it all the way out of the screen. And as I said before, we can also make this wavy kind of look as I did here, which is also really cool. I'll just jump in here and then I can show you how I did it. So what I did here was, in this group here, I just made this paper with the fasteners onto it, so it's a little bit textured, and then we have the stop motion that just makes it wiggle slow. So if I drag this down to 1, see it wiggles a bit, but if it's 3, just a lower frame rate, you can say. So then what we did with the paper curl, I'll just add a new one so you can see how I did it from scratch. Then if your resolution is different than the paper here, for example, you can just click on update resolution in the Fusion page, because it doesn't automatically update in the Fusion page as it does on the edit page. That's why we have this update res button. Now we can just go ahead and right click on the curl amount, and then we can click modify width and then modify with shake. So if I just click on 2 on this one, you can see it animating. Now if I go into the modifiers, we can choose which value it moves between. So now it moves between 0 and 1. And what I like is just do around 0.35 and 0.45 like that. So here it doesn't move that much. And then I'm just going to go ahead and drag the bend amount up to around 3 like this, and then it looks quite a lot better. And then the smoothness is just pretty much just how fast it is. So the higher smoothness, the less fast it is, and the lower, so we'll do something like 4, the animation will be quite fast actually. So now we just wiggle on the curl amount, but if we get a realistic windy kind of look, we will also need to do it on the curl rotation. So we'll just do modify with shake, and then we want it to go between 40, probably -40 and -60, so it wiggles from side to side a bit, and we'll just match it with the other one, so make it 4. So now you have just made this wavy windy kind of look on the paper. So if you just go to the media out, you can see how you get it, and it looks really good. So if you already bought the pack, thank you so much. You are literally the reason why I can continue making packs like this and keep updating the packs. If you haven't already bought the pack, there's a link in the description, so you can go ahead and grab the pack. Either way, thank you so much for watching, and have a great day out there.